Hello, my name is Sandra Lee, and I am turning 66 and about to retire from 42 years as a teacher and educator. I live near Fayetteville right now, but I will be relocating to Wilmington in June of 2015. I have a partner and a roommate who have just moved here from San Francisco, who are setting up house and home as we speak. And it's a wonderful idea to know that I'll be settling in a place that's already being created for me. I moved to San Francisco in 1973. I was 24 years old, and I grew up in San Francisco as an educator, as an activist, as a lesbian, and as an adult. I feel that the San Francisco of the 70s, 80s, and 90s was an incredible time, an incredible place. It was heady and exciting and full of activism and politics, and it was my coming out story. It was a place that was filled with strong movement for change, and it was a safe place to be out as a lesbian. I taught in San Francisco's inner city schools, public schools, for 20 years as a teacher, and then 16 years as a principal, and I never felt I had to hide who I was or hide my identity from anyone. Once I came out to myself, I was always out to staff, parents, and children. And it was just a way of being. I didn't have to explain to anybody who I was or why I was. I didn't have to hide it either. I came to my identity as a lesbian later in life. I had a daughter in 1980, and even though I was active in the political movement of the times, and I knew that I was a lesbian, I wasn't able to make the decision to move to lesbian living until I met my partner Lonnie in 1989. Lonnie eagerly and readily became a co-parent and a partner all at once. We struggled to make a home together and raise our daughter and be a loving and lesbian family. There were a lot of difficult times, but there was a lot of joy and laughter as well. I think I'm emotional right now because I left San Francisco in a while back, and it's very emotional to be reconnecting with Lonnie now. In 1996, I became the principal of Harvey Milk Civil Rights Academy, a public school in San Francisco. It took 18 years to get a school named after Harvey Milk, and he was the first openly gay elected politician who was assassinated in 1978. I was tremendously proud to have been chosen for the position of its leader. The school is located in the Castro community, which is San Francisco's gay community, and it became the Castro's little-known community school. It draws students from every quarter in the city, and I worked very hard to make it a school to live up to its name as a civil rights academy. I reluctantly left San Francisco in 1990. That isn't correct. I didn't leave in 1990. I left in 2009. I got my numbers mixed up. To help our daughter, now in North Carolina, and to help her hold her life together. There are 2 wonderful grandchildren, but she struggles with the task of motherhood. She needs support, so I moved to North Carolina to be here. I work in a 3rd grade classroom here, and the separation from Lonnie has been long and arduous, but I am bubbling with joy at the prospect of retirement in Wilmington, near our daughter, our grandchildren, and back together in a new home. San Francisco is not the same city, and retirement there was out of the question, based on income and quality of living. We chose Wilmington because it is a city that has many of the elements of living we're used to, restaurants and community life and active organizations, but without the traffic and expense and stress of a city San Francisco has become. However, I'm used to living out and about as who I am, and I hope to find that Wilmington is as open to and accepting of gay families as San Francisco once was. We will have the grandchildren often, and I want them to see their grandmothers in a positive way in the community of our choice. I want to feel safe and open with my partner, and I want to make Wilmington my retirement home, and I hope to find that it is accepting of me and mine.
Share your story at sageusa.org/Sage Story.